all my beautiful, wonderful people. My name is Lexi and welcome back to my channel. And today is going to be day 2 for you of this little mini video marathon that I'm doing. Hi, how you doing? Hope you guys are doing good. Of course, as soon as I try to film, my child decides to be crazy in the background. I feel so bad. Like in the past couple of videos you guys watch, you've just heard the kids being like literal demons in the backgrounds of these videos. But yeah, so today we are filming the long-awaited binder flip through tour. As I mentioned in the last sorting video, I did decide to pick up a couple of new collections, of course, like I do every year right at the end of the year. So there will be a couple collections that just look empty because I literally started them like 3 weeks ago, and I've been on a buying hiatus since like before Christmas because, you know, we gotta spoil my family. We gotta get my family Christmas presents, and Christmas presents cost money. I haven't really been buying, so a lot of those collections are on the little side, but I do have some things coming in for some of them. They just haven't arrived yet, but they'll be in January sorting video because I'm only doing sorting videos once a month this year, so I hope you don't mind that. But yeah, let's get into this video because while it's not going to be crazy long, it's still going to be decently long. So your girl's going to be editing like crazy because one of the things I want to do, Shy did it in her video last year. And well, let me tell you how this came about. So first, the other day, Rachel, well, it was actually a couple of weeks ago. If you follow Rachel or Bloom with One, you will know that she like took out all of her cards from her binders and like reorganized them and re-put them back into all her binders. But when she did that, she counted them and she told me how many photo cards she had, like total, and she asked me if I knew how many I had. I accidentally messed up my spreadsheet, which that's a whole nother thing, and one of the things that I want to work on this year is like fixing my spreadsheet and having a spreadsheet again. But I messed up my spreadsheet, so I don't have like an actual data way of knowing how many photo cards I have, and so I am going to edit each page and count each photo cards. And so at the end of this video there will be a grand total, so you guys will know the total before I know the total in this video. So if you want, you can put your guesses down below. If you're familiar with my collection and you want to guess how many cards I have, you can guess. I'm guessing we're at like 1200. That would be my guess. But I did downsize a lot of my Twice collection this year, so it might not be 1200. The other thing I will say is my Twice non-album is still, like most of my Twice non-album is still not put away in my binder. Like I'm kind of unsure on what to do with my collection right now. Like part of me wants to add a whole bunch of stuff, part of me wants to downsize a whole bunch of stuff. So like I'm in a weird spot right now, so I think I'm just gonna like, Rachel was talking about it with me last night, and she was telling me how she's kind of like moving to think about her collection and kind of like umbrellas, like what is the thing that she's most excited about right now, and working on her collection in those umbrellas. And then like if she's not super excited about something right now, instead of like downsizing it or getting rid of it, just kind of like keeping it on the back burner, and if like she never returns to it, then maybe getting rid of it. But like if she returns to it in a couple months and like one of her umbrella fixation changes, to just like switch out the thing that she's like working on basically. So I think I might do that, and I try that for a little while and see how that feels, and then like move to something else. But definitely for me, my hyperfixations right now are, as you guys are probably aware, Purplekiss and ATEEZ. Like I said, that's all for this video. I will only be counting full 9 pocket size things. Like if it's like a photo card size, like a normal photo card size, like lenticulars, hollows, you know, just regular PCs, I'll count those. If it's like mini, I probably won't. Like if it's just an ID, I won't. Half the time I don't even really store my IDs. I think that's enough for context right now. We're gonna start with like some of my smaller collections and move. We're gonna start with the retired section like we always do, or semi-retired I would say, and then we're gonna move into my smaller collections, and then we'll leave my bigger collections for last. So probably ATEEZ and Twice and IZ*ONE will be what we leave. Twice, IZ*ONE, and Purplekiss will be like kind of the last groups we do. Okay, so the first binder we are gonna start with is this one, which is one that you guys have not seen in so long. So this used to house my themed pages, which I have kind of given up on. I wasn't having anybody offer to trade me for my themed pages and stuff. And instead, after I downsized my decade project, I decided to pick up a couple collections that were in my decade project, but make them like low priority or like back burner. And so a new collection that I have, or I guess it's not newer collection that I have. Also, I just realized I put them wrong here. We'll switch that real quick. But a newer collection, or like a reactivated collection, if you will, because like I said, they were in my decade project, and I've had both Pop and Bugaboo finished this entire time. I just moved them into this binder, and I just... Okay, my cat knocked over a whole bunch of things. I'll deal with that later. But I realized that I just really missed Bugaboo, and I would like to try to collect at least more things for Yuna. I was able to grab it. I meant to put it away before this video, but I was able to grab one more Yuna card. This is like this is my favorite Yuna card. It is from Bugaboo era. It is one of their, is this the Make Star Winners card? It's one of their Winners PCs. No, it's from an event. It's from the Halloween event. But it's just so cute. Honestly, all 6 of the girls from this event is really cute, and kind of want all of them, but I don't think I'll try to collect more things for all the members. Maybe just Yuna, Xian, and Chuyan. So it's a really low priority. I can't even find a wish list of like all of Yuna's things. So if anybody has one, so I can put it up and maybe get some trades and stuff, that would be really appreciated. I just want to archive this and kind of like work on it like my Gugudan collection. Just like keep it alive and work on it little by little, because I'm just so sad. They deserved more. And then the other things that I have in here is apparently a blank page. And then I have just like some miscellaneous collection. As you can see, I haven't even like sleeved these properly after I took them out of my decade project. But this is Sandal's Stay As You Are, his complete set from his first mini. This is my favorite album of all time. If you want to know, like if you were to put my soul and my personality into one album, it would be this album. This album has been one of my all-time favorite album since 2016 or 2017 when it came out. I remember listening to it in high school, and I had this really bad day one day, and I just remember putting on my headphones in class. Don't follow my advice, don't do that. Actually pay attention to class, besties. But I was having a really bad day, so I put my headphones on and I just listened to this album from the start of day to the end of day that day, and I just felt so much better. So yeah, this is a really important album to me, and I think these photo cards are stunning, and I collected all of them for my decade project, but like I said, I dropped my decade project here recently, so I decided to put them in here and to archive them. As well as, you guys know that I love SHINee, and I mean, I don't really talk about them too often, but I do really love SHINee. Junghyun and Onu are my biases in SHINee, but I fucking hate SM. I hate SM with a fucking passion. They treat their artists like crap. They are the epitome of capitalism to me. And like, I get that all K-pop companies are like just capitalism to an extent, but SM just rubs me wrong. Just rubs me so wrong. It makes me so angry. So I can't do it. I tried to collect them. My only regret is that when I downsized, I only kept Junghyun's and I didn't keep Onu's cards. I should have kept Onu's cards too, because they're both my bias, and it makes me sad that I don't have any Onu cards. But yeah. And then here are some just random cards. This is from The Legend, who was one of my old groups for a very long time. They were in my decade project as well. And this was the first ever photo card I bought. This is, or one of the first photo cards I ever bought. This is Dawon's card. It's the first like fan sign card I bought, because the K seller was selling it for super cheap because she accidentally bent it on her way back from the fan sign to her apartment. She accidentally bent it. As you can see, there's like a huge crease in the middle of it, and so most people didn't want to buy it. And at the time, I had bought one other photo card, like it was when I was like first into K-pop, and I was like, sure, I'll buy it for $1. And honestly, I still don't regret it to this day. She only charged me $1. And these are my Polaroids from the JJCC concert. So as you can tell, this is kind of just like a miscellaneous binder now. But yeah, hopefully I can add some more Bugaboo things, just maybe like 1 or 2 in the new year. Also, that's binder number 1. We're gonna go into binder number 2, which has my Soloist collection. So these are the idols that are like the soloists that I collect, that are not post ATEEZ1 members or ATEEZ1 members. So first things first, we have Miss A-Lee. I have been standing A-Lee since I've gotten into K-pop. I feel like I repeat the same stories every year when I do my flip through. So maybe in June's mid-year like flip through, maybe I will post up like a Q&A, so that way I don't always talk about the same things. But yeah, I love Miss A-Lee. I've been standing her since I got into K-pop in 2014. She's one of the main reasons I've gotten into K-pop. She actually had a concert here recently and released a whole bunch of merch for it and a light stick. And sadly, I couldn't figure out how to buy any of it. It was on a Korean website and I was confuzzled. So yeah, I didn't get any of it, but hopefully I can find some resold one day and add to this collection. She also did have a comeback this year, which is a surprise because I'm Amy came out 2 years ago, so I really wasn't expecting it. She also had drag queens in her music video, and like I love A-Lee. She is just a queen. Ratata is not like my favorite A-Lee title track though, but like it's still solid, it's still fun. And then we have Ha Sung-woon, who a lot of people forget that I love dearly and am obsessed with. He's just in the military right now and we don't get a lot from him, and I miss him. I still regret to this day not buying his 2-year season's greetings. I should have just done it. I just wasn't in love with the way they did the calendar. It was like not like a normal calendar. It was like a receipt thing looking book thing, and I just didn't want to deal with that. But I should have done it because I miss him and I miss buying stuff for him. And it's really hard to get photo cards for him. Ooh, this sleeve is like nasty. I'll have to replace it. But yeah, it's kind of hard to get like cards for him. So I don't add to this often. I honestly don't think I added to this at all this year. And another change from last year's video is I just kind of like had all his cards that I have for him just run together, but like in order of album release. And then his 101 stuff is back here. But the only content we got for him this year is we got a couple posts on his Instagram, and then he like posted a ton for the Bruno Mars concert that everybody was joking that all the idols went to. So he wasn't in Seoul. He didn't go to the one in Seoul, but I think Bruno Mars went to like Busan or somewhere else, and he literally took time out of his military schedule to go to that show. And I was just like, bruh. And he posted so much about it, and I was just like, we haven't heard from you since last December when you enlisted, but now in June you're like, yeah, let's go. Because he enlisted it like either a month before and wait, no, he might have enlisted in November. He either enlisted a month before Jin did or like a couple weeks after Jin did. I can't remember. But he should be coming out sometime this year. I am like 99. Yeah, because he enlisted 2022 at the end of the year. So he should be coming back at the end of the year this year. And I'm very excited about it. If you've never checked out Ha Sung-woon and you like Jo Yuri and you like Soloist, and you would just, his voice is stunning. His music is so good and he's adorable. And I just need more people to like him. Okay? Okay. And then moving on to my Gugudan binder. There was so many updates in this binder this year. It feels sort of like crazy because I think last year, maybe last year or the year before is the year that I actually finished like back collecting all of Gugudan's like album photo cards. And I was just like, wow, this is it. We're never gonna add anything new to this binder. And this year we got to, because this year we got Miss Sejong's long-awaited comeback, and I honestly didn't think she was gonna do a comeback ever as a soloist, because she just kept being like she did this interview one time and she was like, you know, as an ex-idol I shouldn't be like this, or like I should do better than this. And I was just like, she's never coming back. She's never coming back even as a soloist. We've lost her forever. And a lot of these are new, I think. I started working on their Stand By Me Japan album, so I have 4 of the 8 that were participated in this album. The other thing that happened in here, if you couldn't tell, is that I changed like the layout. So here are the ATEEZ1 and Sejong, not ATEEZ1, IOI, and then the Sejong's first solo album, her second mini album, and then her newest album. Because I really wanted this to be on a spread, so I like rejigged everything, and I think it looks really cute. I'm still working on it, as you can see. I have a couple more things up for trade, but I think everybody's done trading, so I don't know how I'm gonna get those last couple that I need. And then here is my extra Gugudan page. But yeah, so we got her solo. This year we got Mimi. Mimi is married. Like, Mimi did a whole bunch of things. Hyun, even though she doesn't go by that anymore, it's like she goes by ATEEZ. I keep forgetting what her new stage name is. She had a very successful drama this year, and I'm so proud of her. She actually got to go to like some of the like end of the year awards, and she actually won an award this year. Like, so proud of her. Nayeon has been doing really good in her musicals. She's been in like 4 different musicals this year. Haven has just been the influencer and little amazing person that she is. I love Haven so much. Mimi also announced at the beginning of this year that her and husband Thunder will be having a mini album this year, so I'm just so excited for that. And I'm really hoping it has a physical. I don't know if I'll collect like all the cards for it, but like I would like to collect at least all of Mimi's and maybe get a couple of Thunders. I think that would be really cute to have like both of them. But yeah, and with that being said though, if there's too many cards in that, I might not be able to, because I would also like to maybe add some of Sejong's like non-album merch things that she released for her concert into this binder in the new year. But we will cross that bridge of maybe having to get a new Gugudan binder in the new year, because that's insane to me. I really thought this would be the perfect size for Gugudan until the end of their days, or I guess it is the end of their days, but you know, into the end of time. But like, we might actually grow out of it, so that's really cool. Okay, next we're going to move into this binder, which is going to become like my mixed girl groups binder. And maybe one day, if these girl groups grow to being like more of their own full-size collections, they'll get their own binders, because I think I've mentioned it before, I prefer when every group has their own binder. I don't know, it just works better in my brain. I just enjoy that more. I used to not. I used to like having everybody in one binder, but it doesn't make sense for me to try to have separate binders for these groups, because I don't know how big their collections are going to get or exactly what I'm going to collect for them. One of the groups is Idol. I don't have any cards for it yet, but I do have 2 cards coming, and I will tell you that I will be collecting Soyeon in the new year. I'm really excited about it. I've always wanted to collect Idol. A lot of their album, I had like 4 or 5 of their albums in my decade project. So again, like I said, a lot of these new collections were born out of me like dropping my decade project and wanting to try to at least like keep some of the groups and albums that I had from that alive. I do think one day I probably will revive my decade project. Just right now is not the time for it. And then right here, and also this is in debut order, so I'm pretty sure Idol debuted first. I looked it up, but you know, mistakes can be made. Then we have Luna, and so here is my Luna collection. You guys would have saw that this went through some ups and downs this year. I went from collecting just Eve and Yeojin again to dropping it, to collecting like top 4 and then dropping that. And here we are back at Eve and Yeojin. And I think that's what I'm going to stick with. It's just going to be a lower priority, but I would really like to do it. Eve has officially signed with a company, I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly. So we will hopefully be getting her new album in the new year. I love Eve so much. I love her and Yeojin like almost equally. I don't really know who I love more, but I just really miss Eve right now, and it's probably because like Yeojin is in Lucemble now. Like, she's doing her thing, and like every time I listen to Strawberry Soda, it's my favorite song off of the Lucemble album, but it just makes me like more emotional because I know Eve wrote it, and I just miss them. But yeah, so speaking of Yeojin, here are the Yeojin cards I have, and for Flip That Era, I'm missing 1 for each of them. So I'm missing this one Yeojin, and of course I'm missing Coffee Eve, because of course I am. I do have 1 pop from Flip That Era for Yeojin, and I have both of their tour cards because I did go on tour. Didn't get to see Yeojin because her and Shu obviously were the only 2 members that weren't at my stop. and maybe next year I'll try to go to Lulusemble and Chew. Just by the time they came, I was like kind of concert out this year, but maybe next year we'll see them. But another collection I'm starting in the new year, if you can read the sticky note, is Billy. I will be collecting Shein, and I'm so excited about it. So Billy is a group that, like, one, everybody that has like similar music taste to me love this group. They all love this group. And like I've always like kind of like watched Billy from the outside. I kind of like little bit like checked them out when Ginga Minga Yo like really blew up. I love Ginga Minga Yo, but I knew that they were a group that if I ever actually properly got into, that I would be like obsessed, and I just like kept putting it off and putting it off. But then Bring Your Own Best Friend came out, and I freaking love that song. I love that song so much. Me and my boyfriend both love it. We listen to it all the time. We listen to it so much. Like, BYOB, bring your own best friend. It's just so good. And so I was like, and she had like stood out to me. Like none of the members, like, I mean, like all the members like stand out. Obviously, like they're all really talented and they're all really beautiful. Like Haruna is really cute and gorgeous, and then Haram is also just like drop dead gorgeous. Just like Haram is like girl crush, like girl, that girl is so pretty. But I just like never felt like nobody was like calling to me as like a bias, and so I was like, you know what, I'm not having that pull, that desire. We're just gonna ignore it. Miss Shein this era, she is so stunning. Like the bob, the green outfit specifically, the bob and the green outfit, that's what did me in, guys. Like that outfit, that look, that's what did me in. It was game over from that moment on. I was like, that's my girl. That's my girl right there. Honestly, I don't regret it. She's so cute. I love all her photo cards. So far she's like super easy to trade. Like people are practically like I have so many offers for her cards. I think I have like 3 or 4 coming in already. So like that's really nice. I always love when somebody's pretty easy to like collect. It usually votes well for me continuing their collection. I'm so excited about starting this and getting her cards in the new year. This is my NMIX. No, okay, I can't remember. I just set this up not too long ago, but this is my IVE collection, which is technically not all of my IVE collection. I'm thinking about changing this because I am going to be collecting all album cards for post ATEEZ 1, and I'm thinking for the groups that I might collect full group for all the groups, because the ATEEZ 1 like post ATEEZ 1 like groups like LE SSERAFIM and IVE are just like LE SSERAFIM and IVE and Lusemble and Purplekiss are like this gen, oh, and NMIX obviously, are this generation, like of this generation are my favorite groups. And so I'm just like, I kind of want to, but I'm not quite sure yet, because I was having all my post ATEEZ 1 stuff stay in the post ATEEZ 1 binder, and then I put Liso here because I thought I was just gonna collect her and like was just gonna make like a one collection for her. But I don't know, that's something I'm thinking about for now. I think I'm just gonna keep the 3 members. But here, this is all I have, is my one little baby pool. And then here we have NMIX. So here is my Lily collection. So we're still missing quite a few of her album cards, but I do think we've made quite a bit of progress from last year. I mean, I finally have this dang card. Finally have this. We have some more of her. Oh, these are pops. We have some more pops for her. And again, we have some more pops and things. And then last year we got 2 eras. This year we got 2 eras, right? Yeah, we got Love Me Like This year because my concert was this year. And then we got a Midsummer's NMIX Dream, which I still have a hard time saying. What is the actual name of this comeback, this new comeback? It's not Sonar, because that's the name of the pre-release single. And I can't figure out how to say it. I've heard other people say it in their videos, all my pops from A Midsummer's Night's Dream and stuff. But I keep forgetting what it is. But we're just gonna leave it on here as I talk about my NMIX. I'm enjoying the comeback so far. I love that we've been getting like acapella, like voice medley or like music medleys for our highlight medleys, or and I love that so much. A new video came out today before I started filming, but I didn't watch it yet. I should have watched it before, because all I'm getting thinking about in my back of my head is that I have not watched the performance video for Stepping on Roses yet, because I'm not emotionally ready to like listen to that song, because everybody says once they listen to it, it's like a whole like transcending experience, and I'm not quite ready for that. I'm not ready for like a mix to come from my soul quite yet, so I'm like pushing it off. I will say though, a lot of people are trying to like, not necessarily like not boycott the comeback, but like we're trying to boycott JYP doing as many pops this era. So a lot of people are saying that within the first couple of weeks of the comeback, you know, like maybe for the first week or the first 2 weeks, you know, buying a lot of the pops, but after that kind of like really limiting and or stopping yourself. And I think I will participate. I think I'm going to participate in that. I mean, I kind of do that already. Like I really, like, as you can see, I don't buy every single pop anyway, but I do think that the first 2 weeks after album release, I will like buy a good bit of stuff, and then after that I'm not buying directly from the shops and stuff, because I would also like for JYP to knock his shit off, because it's a little ridiculous. And he over here talking about green projects and doing all this stuff, but like printing off 50 million pops, and yeah, we ain't gonna do all that. The hypocrite needs to stop. But yeah, so this is my little Lily collection. She's cute, she's beautiful, I love her so much. And then the last thing we have in here is my itty bitty teeny weeny yellow polka dot bikini Loose Simple collection. She's so tiny. She is so tiny. These two are pops, or well, this one's a lucky draw, this one's a pop. This is the pop I got with my albums and when I ordered from K-Town, which I'm so happy about because it's one of my favorite card sets and my favorite outfits from this era. And then this one's just so cute. It's a lucky draw from Makestar, and these were the only two cards. Well, this was the only Yojin I pulled in my albums because she doesn't love me. And then this one was gifted to me by Rachel and is one of my favorite Yojin cards. She's so cute. I do have some more that finally came in the mail, but they came in this year and not in last year, so I'm not counting those. And I will be putting those away in my sorting photo cards video at the end of the year. But yeah, so that is like the miscellaneous like girl group binder. The next like small collection we're gonna look at is ATEEZ. So again, I just started this collection and I'm planning on collecting a lot of things for ATEEZ, so it's gonna look very empty, so don't have high expectations. If you want to see better ATEEZ collections, there are plenty out there, but I'm a baby teenie. I've been a teenie for like 3 weeks now. Will came out at the beginning of this month, right? Wait, we're in January, bestie. Wait, I've been a teenie for like a month. I just thought about that. I would totally was still thinking we were in December. I don't know what time is. But the only things I have set up for are from Halazia forward. So I have Halazia, Outlaw, and Will set up for. And so, yeah, because those are the only albums I bought so far. And those are probably what I'm going to start with. Halazia is like my favorite ATEEZ title track, one of my favorites. Okay, I love the Fever trilogy. All of those songs are really good, but Halazia, y'all, if you were to say, also I moved Son, he's now in his right place, for everybody that told me I was right the first time and then doubted myself and moved Son in the last video. But yeah, Halazia, that's my bitch. I guess I'm her bitch. That's my girl. I fucking love Halazia. I'm on something else today. I've been kind of like feeling weird about K-pop, and so like this feels good. Like this is making me excited about K-pop again. Sometimes you just need to like talk it out and like talk with people and have fun. But anyway, but yeah, Halazia is my girl. I love Halazia so much. Honestly, although anybody who ever tried to get me into ATEEZ, y'all should have showed me that song. Honestly, I never saw that song anywhere when it came out, and I see like ATEEZ songs everywhere usually. Like even if you're not looking for it, you see ATEEZ content because they're so popular, and like it's sometimes like it just pops up. But I didn't see anything for Halazia, and now I regret it. Like I love Halazia so much. That is my girl. Okay, I'm done now. This cute little Hongjoon. You know, I still don't know who my bias is in ATEEZ, y'all. I can't decide between 98 Line and Mingi and Yunho. And I know you're probably like, Lexi, 98 line is 2 people, and Mingi and Yunho are 2 people. Like, that's not a bias. And listen, to that I say, you're right. But if you know me, I'm bad at picking one bias. Like, your girl just loves to love. Like, I can't pick one bias. Okay. So, I don't know. And like, in my brain, 98 is like a pair. They're so cute. I love both of them. They're my 98 besties. I love my 98 bestie. And then Mingi and Yunho are just a pair. They're a pair. You have to love them together. Like, they're so cute. And they love each other. So cute. Like, I love their little, like, I just love it. Just so cute. So cute. Also, Jongho's been coming for me again recently, which I do not appreciate it, because he was originally in my top 4, and then I thought it was like, no, he's not. Also, Wooyoung, I feel like Wooyoung is striking back against me, because again, he wasn't in my top 4, and now he's back, and I'm like, sir, the disrespect, sir. Yeah. Apparently, I'm just never gonna have a steady bias in ATEEZ, because Bestie don't know what she's doing. She doesn't know what she's doing. She just loves them. Okay. Oh, I forgot to put white sleeves on this one, but it's okay. And here's where we actually start getting some stuff, which I think is funny because I'm considering these like a part of my pop section, but I have more stuff in this section than like the rest of it. But here is my Target cards. I have 4 of 8, and then my US exclusives, I also have 4 of 8. I have an extra Hongjoon if anybody needs him, but I don't think anybody does at this point. And then I have, oh, these are the Hello 82 exclusive, my bad. These are the US exclusive. And, oh, these are the ones that I couldn't find last time, but I was right. I just stuck them in the wrong pile. So here they are, obviously. And like I said, I would take out this Seonghwa and put him in the right place. Here he is. And this set is the one I'm like the closest to finishing. I just need 3 more here. And then I bought a set to go here. And we're actually going to get rid of, I think, this set. Because I bought 2 more full OT8 sets to go here. And I can't wait for those to come in so I can show you which ones I bought. And then here is going to be all my extra Seonghwa and Hongjoon and Yunho and Mingi. Ooh, I just popped my jaw. And Mingi cards. So for example, a friend of mine does like Pacific goes, and I claimed 4 Seonghwa, Hongjoon, Yunho, and Mingi. But the first set of cards is so cute, guys. They're all like holding flowers. And like, we don't have a lot of soft teeny like photo cards, like not soft teeny like cottage core, which is like, if you know me, like that's me. I am like cottage core, springy core. That's my soul. And I'm just like, I need them. And like, it's taking everything in me not to join another go right now, and to get the 4 that I didn't claim so I can just have an OT8 set of them, because I'm like, girl, bestie, we don't need that, but also I need that. I'm also thinking about getting a 12 pocket binder for ATEEZ, because I want to do them kind of like how I do, like I want to set them up like I have Purplekiss, and I think a 12 pocket binder would look nice because you could do like 4 and then 4 and then spread them out like that. But I don't know quite yet. I don't know if I want to buy, like make that purchase yet, so I haven't yet. But it is something I've been thinking about, and if I do it, I probably will get a Meow Cafe binder, because I really like their binders, and I've seen so many people get them recently, and I've seen so little complaints, which is so nice. Next, we will do ATEEZ and post ATEEZ. This is another collection that's had many changes this year. First, I was still collecting like a lot of things for ATEEZ, and then I dropped to only Yuri, and now I'm collecting only 3 members during ATEEZ era. Maybe one day I'll up this, but going back and collecting ATEEZ was just stressing me out a little bit, because a lot of people back collect ATEEZ and we won't get any more. And while like it's comforting to know that there won't be any more, it's comforting and sad to know, because like you can only catch up, you can't get behind necessarily. It's also like very much a struggle, because everybody is looking for the same amount of finite cards, because what we have is what we have in circulation. And so I was tired of fighting, besties. I was like, it was just stressing me out. And so I was like, just gonna collect Yuri, but it didn't feel right because I love all of IZ*ONE. And I felt like my bias line had changed again, but I didn't want to change my bias line because I was like scared about selling cards and regretting about selling cards. And so I did decide to go with my new bias line, which is still Yuri, because Yuri will always be my number one. And then Chaeyeon, who's also like more joint number one than like number two, but like Chaeyeon, and then Wonyoung. And so I decided to do that, and I haven't sold any of my IZ*ONE cards yet. I think I'm just gonna keep them for now and just kind of see what happens and how I feel. But this is how the progress is. So I just picked up Chaeyeon and Wonyoung again. Most of what I had is for Yuri. There's no surprise there. And I'm almost done with Yuri's album cards for IZ*ONE era. So that's also really nice. It's just so nice to be so close to being done with her, because I've been working on this since I came back to collecting I think it's been like 2 years now since I started collecting again. So we're so close. Obviously Wonyoung is probably going to be the one I finish last, because of course she is. But that's it for the album. And then for non-album, I'm going to collect whatever I can get for all three of them, because again, there's a finite amount of things. But obviously I have mainly Yuri now, and then I have two Chaeyeon, and I just put her where like they're meant to go and just intermixed it because I thought that would look fine. And I saw Rachel do it a lot in her binders, and I thought it looked nice, so I like it. This is my little itty bitty IZ*ONE binder. She's small, but she is mighty, and she will grow. I'm going to try not to drop anything this year and just see what happens. I know this is a shocker. If I don't drop anything and I just let things grow for an entire year, like what would happen? Such a concept. A concept that's very foreign to me. If you follow my channel at all, you know Bestie be dropping things all the time. Oh my god, my cat's asleep next to me. He's so cute. But I'd be dropping things all the time and then picking them up 2 months later and be like, wish I didn't drop that. So this is the year. One of my goals for this year is to not drop anything. I was supposed to talk about my goals throughout this video, but I haven't really done that, so we'll do that in the next video. And now we'll go over the post IZ*ONE binder, which I forgot to put a cover here, but these are in age order, sort of. You'll see why I say sort of here soon. But we start off with Eunbi, where I have just this one card for now. I did try to sell some of this stuff and trade it, so I traded some of these cards away, and I instantly regretted it. And so I was like, we just got to keep it. We're just gonna, like I said, such a shocker, such a thought, but you know, just keep our stuff and slowly work on it and see what happens after a year. Since like I said, I was supposed to be talking about goals as I go through these videos. One of my goals for this binder in the new year is just to have one card from every era for every member, basically. So like Sakura, I just would need like an Unforgiven, not an Anti-Fragile card, and then I would have one from every era, and that would like complete my goal for Sakura. And same for Chaewon, I like just would need one for Anti-Fragile. So Yena, I would need some more because I only have cards from Smiley, so I would need cards from Smartphone, Love War, Hate Rodrigo, and the new album that's coming out, Good Morning, which looks fucking good, freaking good. And then we have Taeyeon. I love my cover. I still think this is one of my favorite covers I've made. I have some for Hush Rush, and I have some for Over the Moon. So I need some for, is it Dance Street or Move Street? I think it's Move Street. I would need some for that. Then we have my Minju, which Minju is complete. I mean, like in terms of like my goal, which makes me feel good. So I have some from both of her photo books, because I never saw an announcement about her releasing a new one for 2024. If I'm mistaken, let me know, but I don't think I did. Then we have my Yuri, who obviously is also done. But for Yuri, I have a slightly different goal, which is to finish all her album cards again. It just means I have to finish Love All. I don't know if you guys have seen it since I rearranged everything, but I made spreads. And so here's all of my glassy section with more room to put more glassy pops. Here is my Waltz 22 in major or Love Shut era with room to put more pops, obviously. And then Waltz in minor or Lovable era with more room for pops again. And then here we have Love All, and we have this completed page of like pops and the first pressed limited cards. And then here's a spread of some more of the first press limited cards and some of the jewel case cards. And then like the actual photo book cards are up here. The other photo book cards again, and then a mix of jewel case and first press cards. So yeah, that is my Yuri. Oh, and then obviously a couple of her merch cards are here. And then back here we have the last of the Izone members. We have my singular little Yujin card that I have, and we have my singular little Wonyoung card I have. I don't think you guys ever saw me put this away because I think I got it, and then it was when I dropped Izone, and then I just put it back when I picked Izone back up. So I never technically stored it, but I do have one singular Wonyoung card, which honestly makes me so happy because this girl, if you know anything about collecting Wongyun, is so hard. It's so hard, but she's so cute, and this card is adorable and worth it to me, especially because I was able to trade for it. Like, so worth it. So worth it. So happy about it. But yeah, I think that's like should be doable. I mean, like, I set my bar like really low. I said one card for every album. Like, I feel like that's doable. The only person I'm really worried about is Haewon, because as you see, there's not a single Haewon card in here, so that might be a little bit more difficult because I'm counting like the photo books as albums for like her and Minju, obviously, though technically Haewon has like a diamond, which is it like a diamond or a diamond or diamond? Is it just diamond? I don't know, I'm blinking right now, but like that is technically an album, but like any of it for Haewon is going to be a little bit difficult. So that's the one I'm most worried about, that having this goal will be difficult for. But everybody else, I think it should be fine, hopefully. I mean, just one card, right? One card, I can do one. Okay, next we're gonna move into Purplekiss. Purple on the top. Okay, so Purplekiss. Oh my god, this binder is getting full. So the girlies, the girly pops, my loves of my lives. This collection has been such a wild ride on my account. If you've been here since I started posting again back in like 2021, I didn't even know, like, I bought Zombie without even knowing who the members were. Like, I hadn't even learned the members yet. Like, I specifically remember pulling out like a Jian poster and being like, this is Dozy, right? And like, oh my, how the times have changed. I love these girls so much. They are the loves of my life. They are they're just my number ones right now. I would die for Purplekiss. I love them so much. And my Purplekiss collection kind of reflects that. I collect a lot for them, and it's just grown so much this year, and I'm just so excited about this. Like, look at this. This is almost complete. This is almost complete. Ah. Then we have Mem era, where I'm missing one card, so that's definitely a priority of mine for the new year. It's getting that last Mem card. And then we have Geeky Land, which we have finally some progress on this page too, which is a miracle. Not a ton of progress within the Digipack world though, obviously. And then we have Cabin Fever, which I have this card coming. I have to find this Swan again, but she is so close to being complete. One of my goals for the new year is to complete all OT6 sets for both of the OT6 albums, because that would be so amazing. I'm pretty sure I have this ear day coming, so I think I just need that Swan in terms of album cards. And then I have this Goon coming, so if you have Dozies or Eres from this pop set that I did not realize was going to be this difficult to collect, please let me know. They are the last two I need. And then here are the rest of my pops from this era. So cute. And then we have Vesta era photo book. Here is the Polka. I'm still waiting on a lot of my cards to come in. I bought most of them. I just need an Ire and a Doshi, I think, to finish the Polka albums. And then I will finish all of the album cards for this era. Here are all the pops that I have. These two sets I knew were going to be difficult, but they're turning out to be a little bit more difficult than I was expecting. I haven't seen any of them being listed that I'm missing, so that's worrisome. But I do have this Swan coming in, which that's good, so I will just need two more for this set. And I still haven't picked out a new pop set to go here. So if you have any ideas on like what's a good set to put here, please let me know. I just need to look at the template again, but I just haven't. And then here we have what's going to be like my season's greetings spreads, and like merch in general. So this is the 2022 season's greetings plus pop, and then we have the Festa merch, like the Festa tour merch, photo cards, tour trading cards, whatever. You know what I'm trying to say. So those are there. And then we have my Jiyeon section, which all of her photo book cards are almost done. The last one's coming in my trade. It was sent not too long ago, so it should be coming soon, hopefully. But we also got to add some cool little pops for her this era. We have my first Into Violet pop, and we have another Meme pop. That's not the pop. That's the pop. And then I actually have another Geeky Land pop this year too that I added. So we almost, once this card comes in, we'll have 3 complete pages for Jiyeon, which is amazing. I'm really not sure why this page is here, but she's here. We're just gonna flip past that. Oh, so this is where all my extra doji cards are gonna go, because kind of like an ATEEZ where I'm gonna collect whatever I want for like my top 4, I'm gonna be collecting whatever I want for like, because I don't like saying my bias line in Purplekiss, because I don't have a bias in Purplekiss. All of Purplekiss is my bias. Like all 7 of them are the loves of my life. But for now, I'm just gonna work on getting extra things for Doshi and Swan. And for now, the only extra Swan things I have are these 2 cards. This one is actually one of her album cards from 20, and this is one of her pops from 20. And I did recently decide to pick up non-album. I haven't collected, or like non-photo card size things. I won't be including this in my count, obviously, but I haven't collected like larger inclusions in years. So none of the sleeves that I have fit anything, which is great. Insert sarcasm here, but this is what I have so far. So we have this Jiyeon poster from Into Violet, and then we have this from Mem ATEEZ, some of the Mem postcards I have, Geeky Land film strips, Cabin Fever like postcard things that I have, and then more Cabin Fever and the Festa little hearts. So yeah, that's all I have for my Purplekiss collection. Again, these are my girly pops, loves of my life, love them so much, and I can't wait to see how this collection grows in the new year, because I just know, I know we actually might be moving her to a 2-inch binder. I still haven't quite decided, because if I do that, like my thing won't fit in here anymore, and I was planning on framing it anyway. I've just been lazy and haven't taken it to go get framed yet, or to go find a frame with it yet. But like, I also do really like the way it looks in here, so I might buy another Festa album when I move, to make a collage for when I put my cards in the new album. And speaking of collections that kind of just need a new binder, I don't love this purple binder anymore. It's kind of gross. It's the binder, one of the binders I've had for the longest, and she's just kind of gross, and I don't really like her anymore, and I don't like the collage on the front anymore. Like, she just needs to upgrade. And I think once I upgrade it a little bit, I'll be feeling a little bit better about my Twice collection. I just thought about the fact that I did not put those non-album cards in here like I was supposed to. I'll tell you what I'm going to do with non-album in a second. We'll just pretend like I don't have any non-album cards until we do that setup. That setup is going to be like the background footage for my next Let's Talk video. So there's that too. But for Twice, obviously I collect my top 3. I collect Jungyeon, Dahyun, and Chewy. And yeah, I'm almost done with Jungyeon. I'm almost done with Chewy. Dahyun is the one that needs the most work. I picked her up like right after the concert, and I've just been slowly working on it and expanding it since then. But with that being said, we do have quite a bit done. I love Twice. I love my Twice girlies. I love my Twice collection. I've just been like, I don't know, I have a weird like ups and downs with it sometimes. Like sometimes I feel like I'm on top of the world, and then sometimes I'm like, I want to get rid of it all. I don't know why. I don't know. I think it has to do with how much I love the comeback. Like between 1 and 2, I love that comeback so much. That comeback like was so good. And then like Ready to Be is okay, but like it's definitely not my favorite, and I didn't really love any of the B-sides on it. Like all the B-sides were like mid to me, and like that's another thing against Twice. Like not every song can be your absolute favorite song from a group, especially with a group like Twice that has an 8-year-long career. Like I can't love everything. Like that's just like highly unlikely, and like sets you up for disappointment to think you're gonna love absolutely everything. But I will say that it does affect like my wanting to collect a little bit. I'm hoping this new album is like one of the and usually for Twice I've noticed like they'll have like 3 albums that I just love, like 1 to 3 that I just love back to back, and then like the 4th one I'll be like nah about, and then like the next one I'll be like, oh fuck yeah, like I love this again. So like I'm expecting to really like this one. I have high hopes for it. It sounds really good so far, and the concepts are like so good. And I'm really excited. I did miss the pre-order for signed stuff this year, and that makes me a little bit sad, but it's okay. I was hoping to get something signed by Dahyun this year. I would really like to have something signed by Dahyun, since I have something signed by Junghyun and Chewie. I keep trying to say that Dahyun isn't technically like my third bias, but she basically is. Like these are my girls. These are my 3 girls. I love them so much. So as you can tell, my album collection I feel like is doing pretty good. We're getting there. We're getting there slowly but steady. Slow and steady wins the race. You also might be able to tell that most of the stuff that I'm missing for them, in terms of this is a non-album thing. This is what we're gonna be setting up for in my like let's talk video. Is just like some non-album things. Then so we're gonna talk about that. So I think I mentioned it that I was like getting stressed out about non-album things for Twice. Like I kept trying to keep up, but like they kept posting too fast, and like I have too many other groups I like to collect, and that I like. And Twice is a group that I don't feel like I need to have everything for, because like one, they release a lot. The girls release a lot. JYP, I'm looking at you like NMIX. Like I don't need all of these things just because like JYP releases way too dang much. But they be doing too much. And so like I didn't really have like a clear like plan. And I've noticed with collecting that like if I just kind of jump into it and like I start buying a lot of things right out the back, I ended up not liking it, and I think I basically burned myself out before I even give myself a chance. And so like I think that's what happened with Twice non-album, is I just jumped into Twice non-album like way too quickly, and I had no idea what I was doing or when I even like really wanted to collect. Also, I thought I had the Dahyun card. I don't know where it is. And so I burnt myself out really fast, because like I said, Twice has a lot of non-album things. They release them so quickly. And so yeah, see, here's where I took out all the non-album things because I wasn't sure. So basically what my plan is moving forward is that anything that I already have basically like OT3 for, which as long as I have only 1 member missing, I will keep it and I'll put it in here. But going forward, for the time being, the only things that I'm going to work on are their monographs, because I'm almost done with Junghyun and Chewy's. I need most Dahyun's obviously, because I just, like I said, Dahyun is the one I've been working on. I've been working on Junghyun and Chewy for almost 3 years now, but I've only been working on Dahyun for like 6 months. Okay, so there's a lot of gap in the amount of time I've been working. In the new year, yeah, so monographs, I will be collecting monographs going forward still, because I just really like the monographs. And then the other thing I will still be collecting going forward is their Japanese cards and their Japanese Polaroids. So I figure 3 things, not album, to like kind of work on at the moment should be enough to like satisfy the urge to collect some non-album things right now without like burning myself out too quickly. And yeah, because when I finish my album cards, then I can like focus on that a little bit more. And that's the other thing, is I still have album cards I need to finish, so like I really shouldn't be working on anything else. But sometimes, you know, you just want to spice it up. You want to work on something that's not album cards. Yeah, so that is it. That's all my binders. I hope that was enjoyable. For some reason this didn't feel like it took as long as it did last year. Maybe because I downsized quite a bit this year, so I feel like I did less talking too. That's all. I hope you guys stay happy, stay healthy, and keep collecting. Bye guys.